job as teacher and had been working at elementary school in Saitama Prefecture for 10 years. I could not survive without having school lunch when I was working because it's so tasty and nutritional well. Let's move on. Washoku. Washoku is Japanese cuisine, and there are 4 traits in Washoku. It made by variety of fresh ingredients. They have excellent nutrition balance and healthful qualities. The serving style is food presentation. It shows the beauty and respect for nature. The last trait is so similar to American culture. It related with the traditional event such as New Year, rice transplanting, harvest festival. What did you have this morning? For me, I didn't eat because of the nervousness. But usually, miso soup might be the best breakfast. Miso is healthy ingredients and it's made by soybean and salt. Researchers states that miso makes blood vessels stronger. Be careful taking too much because it includes a lot of salt. For me, making miso soup would give me a creativity because we would choose any ingredients in it, such as tofu, daikon radish, seaweed, green onion, spinach. And my favorite is aga, like this. And because aga is it effect on dieting. There is no calorie. If you make delicious miso soup, don't forget to use the dashi. Have you ever heard of dashi? No. Okay. Dashi is a simple broth and the cornerstones of Japanese cooking. What if it made by bonito? Fresh dashi tastes more delicious. I brought some samples of dashi, and this is the dashi flake. Please circulate. This is the flake dashi. Please circulate this thing. And this is agar. It's not dashi though. It's circulate. And the taste, smell it. Please smell it. How do you feel? Yes. And recently, I have heard dashi sommelier, not wine sommelier, is in here in United States. Dashi is the base of everything in Washoku. We can get any type of dashi in store, but most delicious one would be made by bonito. If we have scratching machine for making flake of bonito, it would be tasty. And I brought some sample. This is a very famous dashi maker. It calls Kayanoya. I found it in the American Amazon, and I don't get any commerce from this company though. And I want to share how to cook the miso soup, but today, in this day, digital world provided a good YouTube video online, so I recommended this to YouTube. If you have time, please watch it.
Where did it come from?
Sorry, don't open, just reference this. It's too long, so maybe we cannot open that.
Hi everyone. I'm noticing a mild cold today. I'm kind of craving for something that's warm and cozy. So I thought I'd make some miso soup to cheer myself up. So what I've got here is some kombu.
Thank you. Yes, please skip it. So I want to share, but today we don't have any time. So basic 5 tastes. Recently, it states that there are 5 basic tastes in the world. Number 1, sweet. Number 2, salty. Number 3, sour. Number 4, bitter. The last one is umami. It was found by Japanese scientists, and this is the soup stock of kombu, bonito, dashi. And umami has 3 types. Glutamine based by vegetable or and inosinic acid from meat or bonito, and guanylyl acid from mushroom and dry mushroom. And let's back to the Washoku. This might be the most popular Japanese menu in the world. I know some of Western people dislike raw fish. Sushi is the number 1 expectation for foreigners before arriving Japan. By contrast, the convenient sushi restaurant like this is popular in Japan. You can take this even sitting the seat. There are some programs. We can find this type of restaurant in Carmel, Indiana. So let's move on. This is Ichiju Sansai. Quintessential Washoku is made up of 4 elements: cooked rice, which serves as a staple food, soups and side dishes to make the rice more palatable, and tsukemono is Japanese pickles. This typical and simple format is expressed in the term Ichiju Sansai. A bowl of steamed rice put on the left side, and a small plate of konomono, pickled seasonal vegetables, and a bowl of juice, soup, which contains vegetable or tofu, and uses a bowl of kombu kelp or shelving the dried bonito. Miso and salt are added for flavor. 3 sides feature cooked fish, tofu, vegetables with dressing. Since rice and pickles are always included, they are omitted from the term. Among the 3 side dishes, one corresponds to the main dish and the other 2 corresponding to smaller side dishes. Next. What is the itadakimasu and gochitsou-sama? It is a greeting related to the Washoku. We usually say itadakimasu before the lunch, before the meal, and gochitsou-sama after the meal. Yes, and I think it's so similar in this meeting. We usually do some respect things like to the flag and the preach or invocation. I like that style. And our Japanese don't do such things in these days. I think we should learn from the American culture. Next. Meaning. The itadakimasu meaning is thanking people who participated in the preparing the meal, people who helped out in cooking and serving, farmers, fishermen. The list goes on. It is a show of respect and gratitude for those who were involved in all aspects of the making of your meal. Appreciating the ingredients of the food, think of not only animals, but also vegetables and fruit as living beings. It is like saying, thank you for your sacrifice and letting me live. This is said to be the true meaning. And here is, do you know who he is? He's a prime minister.
Yes.
And he provided information about Washoku, but today we don't have enough time, and he's totally used in Japanese. So if you have time, please watch it at your house. So. And next, let's move to the school lunch. Before talking this school lunch, I want to ask you, could you tell us about your school lunch when you were the student? Does anyone to be a volunteer? Could you tell us about your school lunch memory when you were a student? Maybe there are many. Suddenly. Okay.
Yeah, I can tell you one quick story, is I always loved whatever it was we had for our school lunch. My grandmother was one of the cooks.
Thank you. Jean?
I remember chicken nuggets.
Okay, thank you. And for me, my favorite menu is curry because it takes because it's tasty and easy to have. I didn't have enough time to have the lunch. Usually I take 5 minutes to have all. It's so fast because teacher has to do many things. So if I finish having lunch, I could do many things in the lunch time. So, and here is the menu of the month.
What's happening here, they produce a menu for the elementary kids. They produce a month menu for the kids to see before they actually start.
Yes, parents and even the school staffs could get the school lunch menu monthly. It provides the information about ingredients, calories, nutrition, and energy, and menu, and sometimes we could get the how to cook. Number of school chefs. So my co-worker, Mari, told me how many school chefs is working at her school. Actually, 4 chefs cook about 630 meals in 4 hours every day. Like this. Look at the picture, how big the cookware is. Yeah. And the problem is there is no air conditioner. We have air conditioner. Classroom, we have a classroom. We have a air conditioner, but this cooking studio is not have one. So they are so terrible to work. And school lunch is related with food nutritional education. In order to inform the cousin culture down to the next generation, students would learn food and nutritional education. Teachers make a lesson plan with the nutritional teacher in their school. 5th and 6th grade students learn home economics 2 hours a week. Cooking practice is taught and could eat the rice, miso soup, or other menu. And let's move on the daily schedule. After the bell indicates the end of the 4th class, the student called lunch duty start preparing the lunch. Usually, lunch duty was decided by the homeroom teacher, and the number would be 6 to 7 students, wearing long sleeve apron and white hat as a picture showed. They work well. After doing their duty, they tidy up. Other students rearranging their table and wash their hands and run to the line. Students bring their chopsticks mask, and napkin every day. Here is the convenient tool for remembering the duty. It called turntable or roster. Lunch duty is indicated on the turntable. It shows who will do what. For example, who served the staple or who delivered the milk or so on. The group is made of 7 students and rotated every week.
OKP.
Yes, this is the classroom. All teacher has to have a lunch with their kids. Usually you have some leftover and it must be kept. Students who had everything have an obligation for voting. The leader called who wants to have some more. If leftover 4 and voter are 5, they played rocks, paper, scissors. The meal is equally divided, but teacher has a greater portion of the meal. All the homeroom teachers eat with their students in the classroom. マナーのトピック。First 5 minutes, no chatting. So there is no sounds. And after clean up your plate, no food left on your plate, the class gets the prize at the end of the semester. So this is the #1 menu in the country. A few years ago, the cost is roughly $2 or $3 per meal. And well-balanced, safe meal, and special occasion has a special menu. And here is a YouTube. What do you feel after watching this?
Who knows what this is? Potato. So you think these are potatoes? Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is? Broccoli. What about this? A good old friend. Do you know what this is, honey? No. What do you think it is, darling? Onion, no. Immediately you get a really clear sense of, do the kids know anything about where food comes from? Who knows what that is?
Pear?
What do you think this is?
I don't know.
If the kids don't know what stuff is, then they will never eat it.
It was in England, but I assume that it is not only in England, but also worldwide situation. We could not say the name of the vegetable when we could not eat. Avoiding this, students would learn how to grow the plant at the school garden. Sometimes we could use the vegetable as an ingredient in the school lunch. And what the vegetable is growing is up to the grade and the school. It related with planting education. In this school, first grade plant soybean, and second grade plant mini tomato, and third grade cabbage, fourth square, fifth broccoli, sixth potato. And here is a TV show. Let's watch this video, but spoken in Japanese, so I will translate roughly. This broadcast talked about special school exhibition in Namiki School in Kawaguchi City. The super chef, Mr. Yamano, came to the school and provided a super school lunch for the kids. The chef was graduate this school and be a PTA, President of Parents and Teacher Association. And this school is running since 2015, and parents was watching, and she is my co-worker, Mari, and she is teaching with super chef. And he cooked special menu, and student watched it. And this local TV provide their school the lecture of Washoku. And the title is Let's Learn About Washoku. And they also learned how to make small pieces of bonito dashi. One of the students said that it is more delicious if he made a small pieces of dashi than he thought. And students are watching carefully and try to drink dashi made by kelp and bonito. How was that smell? Everybody will smell. And they are making a fresh bonito flakes. So every student wear the same clothes. It's a exercise clothes, and it is decided by the school. Same wear. She said that she understood why Washoku was registered World Intangible Heritage by UNESCO. After lunch, we have clean up time, and every student and teacher also clean up the classroom and other special rooms. There is a duty plan also. And next year, we have Tokyo Olympic, and the mascot character is Mirai Toa and Someti. So if you could have a chance to come to Tokyo, let me know. I will I will explore where you want to go. Yes, tour guide. And here is the link, difference link. So if you have time, please watch it, and any comment or questions, but please send me an email. I will reply question if you have. Thank you very much.